Do you want to learn how to sell your own house by owner? Well, I'm going to give you some tips. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to it. Make sure you turn on the notification button because I talk about a lot of cool stuff, real estate related, in Staten Island, New York, and New Jersey. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, how are you going to know? Tip number 1, pricing. I can't tell you how important pricing is. So if you're thinking that maybe your neighbor a couple of doors down had sold their home, let's say for $650,000, and you think that that's a perfect price for you, not so fast. You might be looking on Zillow, you might be looking on realtor.com, you might be looking, maybe you've had an appraisal done for a refinance or for anything else. Just know that it's extremely important to know exactly what the market conditions are right now when you're looking to sell your house before deciding on the price. So just keep in mind that pricing is huge when it comes to selling. Tip number 2, photos and presentation. Photos are extremely important. Many people, well, I should say everybody starts their search for a home online. So be sure that your photos are beautiful. And what I mean is, don't take your photos on your own, unless you're a photographer, of course. But what you want to do is you're going to have to shell out some cash and hire a professional photographer to take beautiful photos. However, you also want to prepare your house for marketing photos before you do that, but I have another video about it, so check that one also. Tip number 3, video. Many home buyers want to get a feel of the layout of your house before even bothering to make an appointment and spend their time to come and take a look at your house. The video should be done professionally also. Buyers want to see how the house is laid out and where things are located, as well as how is the space. So videos are very important. Hire a professional to do your videos as well. Tip number 4, my favorite, is marketing. Really take a good consideration of how and to whom you will be marketing your house. And what I mean, I don't mean about all the websites. Yes, you can list it on Zillow without a realtor, you can list it on Trulia and a lot of other portals that are being syndicated through 1 or 2 websites that you can list your house for sale by owner at. But what I mean about marketing is you have to think and figure out who is the most opportune buyer who's looking to buy exactly the house that you have and are willing to pay top dollar for that property. Tip number 5, buyers. So here's something interesting that as a realtor, I am fully aware and seen this so many times. There's a saying that most for people who shop for sale by owner are looking for deals and are looking for bargains. They know that you are not listed with a realtor and you are not represented by a professional licensed realtor, and therefore this is exactly what they're looking for. They're either investors who are looking to purchase your property for pennies on the dollar because they're looking to either renovate it and flip it and make a profit, or buy it cheap, hold it, rent it, and make money every month as a positive cash flow. The other type of buyers that are very interested in shopping for sale by owners are people who are looking for bargains, meaning they already know that there's no commission that you're paying a realtor for representation, marketing, and services, and therefore they are not thinking about you, the for sale by owner, selling on your own, trying to save the commission. They want to save the commission, meaning if they would pay, for example purposes, $650,000 for your house through a realtor, knowing that they're saving percentages on the commission, they're actually going to want to make an offer less the commission and get the savings themselves. Interesting, right? Sneaky. Tip number 6, disclosures. There are some state and local disclosures that are mandatory whether or not you're selling on your own as a for sale by owner or selling it with a realtor, that are required in order to go through the actual sale. One of them is being the property condition disclosure. Now, the property condition disclosure has, I don't know, maybe 14 pages. Don't quote me on it, but around that number. And in the property disclosure, there's a bunch of questions about everything related to the house that you as the homeowner, seller, would have to answer and provide to the buyer. Now, that is true in such a way in New Jersey. In Staten Island, New York, it's a little bit different. So there is a property disclosure here as well. However, in my entire 18 years of real estate career, have never, well, not true. I have only had one seller who refused to listen to their attorney that said, do not fill in the property condition disclosure. You are not required. I don't want you to fill it in at all. No, no, no. But here's what happens. In Staten Island, New York, if you don't fill out the property condition disclosure, you're not obligated to fill it out. The only difference is that at the closing table, you would credit the buyer $500 because you did not fill out that disclosure. Now, I'm not giving any recommendations whether you should or you shouldn't. You should listen to your attorney and follow their advice in that order. The other disclosure that is worth to mention is the lead paint disclosure. Now, if your house was built prior to 1978, and that's true for both states, New York and New Jersey, then you would have to fill in and provide a lead paint disclosure to the buyer. So that covers the main disclosures. And tip number 7, when you want to sell your house for sale by owner, is regardless of whatever that might be, do hire a real estate attorney to represent you in the transaction, to prepare a contract of sale that is protecting you and your best interest, and obviously review the buyer's counter contract and so on and so forth. I hope this was helpful to you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on notification button, and I will see you on my next video.